Namaste, yogis, yoginis. I'm Natalie Linden and welcome to your pelvic floor and core restore series. So in this course we're looking at helping tips and techniques really to lift and draw up the pelvic floor and to create that channel of energy up into the heart. So what tends to happen is that we can leak out the energy, we can start to feel really tired and lethargic when we're not engaging our pelvic floor. And also we looked last week at using hands and using blocks as a way of engaging these muscles, particularly around the inner thighs, to help lift the pelvic floor. This week we're moving up to the core, right into the transverse abdominis muscles across, so it's like a corset muscle across the waist, which helps to draw everything back together, particularly postnatal period. So really, really important. We're going to use a little bit of uddiyana bandha as well. And now this look is quite powerful look. Probably not recommended until you're at least 12 weeks postpartum. Just so that you can let everything relax before you start to engage. An engagement on its own without the pelvic floor, especially if the pelvic floor is weak, could actually put pressure, downward pressure into the pelvic floor. It can weaken the pelvic floor. So it's really important that you do it from, imagine little sluice gates coming up the body, that you do it from the pelvic floor and then come up a little bit further. So for today's class we're going to be using a strap or belt or scarf or tie, whatever you have in your home, but make sure it's quite long because we're going to use it kind of like a skipping rope. So come and find your seat first and foremost. So the key to pelvic floor is the breath. So take your seat, always wiggle, so have a little stretch from side to side, find those sitting bones. So the feet of the spine, set roots, really plant those feet of the sit bones down to get length in the spine. Good, and then allow the chin to come to the chest, just so you've got a long spine. Take an index finger and thumb, and you're just going to bring the thumbs underneath the floating ribs. And then you're going to take a couple of fingers and just find the bony bits of the hip points. Okay, so and we're just going to think about this corset muscle around the waist. So as you breathe in, feel the belly swelling out like a hot air balloon. As you breathe out, sigh out the breath. And imagine you're drawing these hip points closer together. Okay, so you're drawing it in the belly as well. So we inhale, swell. Exhale, draw in and feel this sense of drawing up from the pelvic floor. You can use a straw breath, exhale as well, so a little finite gap between the upper and lower lip, so you're blowing out, so imagine you're making bubbles in a cup of soda. So when you're ready, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. Breathe out. Another way to think about it is imagine a drawstring and you're trying to draw this string together. Good. And two more. And then bring your hands gently resting on your shin bones. We're going to take that a little bit deeper now. We're going to start to think about a zipper coming from the pelvic floor all the way up to the belly button. So we're going to start to feel this lift. And as we lift from the pelvic floor, when we've released all the air from our body, it's really important we get rid of all the air, then we can suction the belly in and up. And if I just move up my top so you can see. So we breathe into our belly. We breathe out. Leave your hands on the shins or on the floor. And at the end of your exhale, draw in and up. And repeat. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Now, if you have had abdominal surgery, if you have any tension, even IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, if you're having symptoms of bloating, if you're on your lunar time, do not do this practice. You can do that lovely practice that we did at the beginning with the index finger and thumbs, that's cinching in, that's really, really good. But the uddiyana bandha is a lock. And what it's doing is it's lifting up, so it goes against the aponic flow of the menstrual fluid. So it can create back blow, so it's not great for menstruation. So if you're happy to do it, just do a couple more rounds, otherwise continue with the index finger and thumb. So taking a deep inhale. Exhale, release all the air. Suction. Release the lock before you breathe in. You could hear me have a little sound in my throat then. So it's really important to release. Just one more. Fantastic. So come down onto your back. Have a strap handy. Lying on your back. Hugging the knees into the chest and just have a wiggle like we did when we found our seat. So find your seat on your back, and you might need to move the shoulders down and in and under just so you get length in the neck. And then just bringing the feet to the floor. And then staying here for a few rounds of breath, just finding neutral spine, very important before we do any movement. So on the inhale, just painting your pelvis forward, and this helps to encourage the shoulders to draw down. And as you exhale, draw the belly in and paint your pelvis in. So you're drawing this imaginary tail up toward the chest. You can use the hands on the thighs as well. Inhale. Exhale. Using sound is really useful, the sounded breath. Good. And then from here, find neutral spine. So not overextended, not underextended. Feel neutral spine. And then from here, draw the right knee into the chest. Give it a hug. Take the strap in both parts of in both hands. Bring the strap over the foot, so it's just underneath the big toe mound. So it's not in the inner arch of the foot, just above. And then when you're ready, inhale, just allow the hands to fall down the sides of the belt. You lift the foot to the ceiling. Create a little bit of a movement now in the pelvis. So we're just going to start to move the pelvis. So on the inhale, tilting away, pressing into the belt. And on the exhale, drawing the belly in and allowing the movement of the foot towards the face. And then repeat. Inhale to an upright leg, so stacking ankle, knee and hip. Find that opening in the hip, pressing in to the foot. And then as you exhale, draw the belly in and the leg may come closer towards the face. And just one more of those. Inhaling. Exhaling. So try and keep the legs straight. Otherwise you won't feel any benefits in the hamstring and the pelvic floor. Good. Take both parts of the strap in the right hand.
And then just before we do any movement, just stabilise. Make sure the left sitting bone is on the floor. Have a little bit of pressure of that hip. So you're just coming into the inner groin with the heel of the hand and just press away gently. And you can even start to walk that foot a little bit further away and open it up to the side. So you feel a little bit more weight in the moment on the left sitting bone. This is just to stabilise. Take a deep inhale. Again, paint the pelvis away, get length. As you exhale, draw the belly in and start to come out to the side. Allow the elbow to drop. And just don't go too far. This might be enough for you. And just breathing into this opening. So we're lengthening the adductor muscles that we've been working for the last few weeks. So breathing into the pelvic floor. As you breathe out, draw the pelvic floor in and up. Have a little bit of pressure, hand on thigh, and resistance in the strap, making sure the foot is flexed. One more here. Good. And then with the next exhalation, draw the belly in, elevate the leg and just bring the knee to close. Good. Lengthen the left foot so the toes are pointing up to the ceiling. Take hold, before you do that, just come onto the outer edge of that left hip so you feel the left sitting bone on the floor, the right sitting bone in space. Okay, so it's not on the floor. Take the right hand out to the side as a stabiliser with the palm down, or if you've got a tight shoulder, the palm up. Take the left heel, so you're really pressing into that left heel. Again, have so you've got a straight arm, but try and draw the shoulder down so you're not overextending the shoulder. Take a deep inhale, again press the pelvis away. And as you exhale, draw the belly in, squeeze industrial sized magnets between the thighs. And it's just a gentle movement over. And just you can lift up the head a little bit just so you keep the gaze centered. Turn the left toes out to the side so you're coming into a twist. And then from here, breathing deeper into the belly. And as you exhale, imagine this zipper left to right. Zip it up. Another breath in. And draw the breath out. If it's too much for you, you can soften the lower knee. You can bend it slightly. Good. And then when you're ready, come back to center with the exhale. And then for bending both knees and hugging both knees into the chest, releasing the lower back gently. Bring the right foot to the floor. Take your strap again, this time left foot. Bring it up to the ceiling. Have both parts of the strap. Make sure there's no tangles or ties. Bring it over the big toe, just below the big toe mount. And then on the inhalation, painting the pelvis away, making sure the arms are nice and straight. On the exhale, draw the belly in, and you may even be able to draw the foot closer to the face. So we inhale, good for the hamstrings. Exhale, release the pressure on the belt, but draw the belly in. Inhale. Exhale. Good. And then from here, bring both parts of the strap in the left hand. Take the right hand. You might need to inch that foot a little bit further away. And just keeping a little bit of pressure from the inner groin. So you're just lengthening that top of the thigh bone down as you open to the side. And just keep a hand just gently, lightly, not press too hard. Inhale here, paint the pelvis away. Exhale, belly in, lift the pelvic floor. Open out to the side. And again, just allow the elbow to drop. Keep even weight in both sitting bones, so keep tucking the tailbone down. Inhale. Exhale, belly draws in to lengthen the lumbar spine, the lower back. One more here. And then when you're ready, allow that knee to come back. Allow the leg to lengthen and gently come to the other side. So you're bringing that right foot down, toes lifting up. Take hold of the strap in the right hand. Before you straighten the leg, come onto the outer edge, so the left sitting bone slightly raised up. Inhale, lengthen the pelvis away, so you get length in the spine first. On the exhale, draw the belly in, press the foot into the sling, the strap, as you come over to the side. And just go as far as feels okay for you. Have the left hand out to the side, squeezing, tucking the tail, squeezing the pelvic floor, lifting the pelvic floor. Remember, a twist, we breathe deeper. And then from here, on the exhale, lengthen and lift. Draw that knee into the chest and hug both knees into the chest.